Aloha champions! Today is Wednesday, April 22nd, 2020. Today is math lesson 5.5, mass and volume in metric units. Our lesson objective today is that you'll be able to convert between different units of measurement of mass and volume. So last Thursday we had customary units of mass and volume. Those would be our ounces, pounds, and tons, or our cups, pints, quarts, and gallons. Today we're using metric units. Metric units are used in 97% of the world over and often used in science curriculum. So today our vocabulary to know. If we're talking about the mass of something or the weight of something, in metric units we're using grams, marked with a G, and it's about the weight of a paperclip. A kilogram, marked by kg, is 1,000 grams, or about the weight of a hardback book. Okay? Volume, such as a water bottle, water canister, if we are in the metric system, we are using milliliters, which is about 10 drops of water, and liters, which is 1,000 milliliters. If you see me carrying around my big old water bottle, this is 1 liter of water. Okay? So those are our terms to know for today's activity. Okay? So 5.5 part 1, to measure mass in kilograms and grams. Say we have a backpack that has a mass of 5 kilograms and 678 grams. What is the mass of the backpack in grams? Well, 5 kilograms is 5,000 grams plus the 678 grams. I add those together, I get 5,678 grams. This may look familiar to when we did meters and kilometers, which was also, again, 1,000. Okay? Second example for 5.5 part 1, the mass of a box of books is 12,865 grams. What is the mass in kilograms and grams? Just like we did with kilometers and meters, anything that's above 1,000 will convert to our kilograms. Our hundreds, tens, and ones place will stay as grams. So my 12,000 grams becomes 12 kilograms with 865 grams left over. Okay, so we're going to put this into practice, converting our mass into kilograms and grams. So if I have 15,805 grams, how many kilograms would that be? And how many grams would that be? If I have 18,794 grams, how many kilograms and how many grams would that be? Problem 3, you're going to just convert the mass into grams. So 16 kilograms, 522 grams, how many grams would that be? 29 kilograms and 473 grams, how many grams would that be? So write that down on a scratch piece of paper. If you need to pause the video, you may. All right, so now we're going to work through these problems, turning 15,805 grams into kilograms and grams. Anything that's over my thousands place, my 10,000s and my thousands, will go in my kilograms section, so 15 kilograms. My grams would be 805 grams. Okay. Problem number 2, 18,794 grams into kilograms and grams. Anything that's in my thousands place or above goes in my kilograms. and then my grams will go in there. So 18,794 grams becomes 18 kilograms and 794 grams. Now, reversing that process, writing the mass in grams, if I have 16 kilograms and 522 grams, I'll have 16,522 grams. So just where my kilograms was, I can just turn that into a comma at my thousands place and turn it all into grams. 29 kilograms, 473 grams would be 29,473 grams. Okay? Now, I want to do some comparisons. Comparing each pair using greater than, less than, or equal to. First example problem, if I have 31 kilograms and 4 grams compared to 31,400 grams, which one will be greater? And then 72,468 grams compared to 72 kilograms and 468 grams. Write that down on a scratch piece of paper. If you need to pause the video, now is your time. All right, so comparing these two sets of numbers, we have 31 kilograms and 4 grams compared to 31,400 grams. Well, I'd want to write these out in the same notation, in grams. So my 31 kilograms becomes 31,004 grams. If I compare these two numbers now that they are measuring the same thing, they're both measuring grams, I can see that 400 is greater than 4. So my symbol will point to the greater of the two, and I'd read this statement as 31 kilograms and 4 grams is less than 31,400 grams. Okay, so problem number 6, if I'm comparing 72,468 grams to 72 kilograms and 468 grams, I want to convert these so that they look the same. So my 72,000, my K equals 1,000, so I'll put my comma there, 468. Now that they're both in grams, I see that they are equal. They are both 72,468. So I put an equal sign in for that symbol. Okay. Moving on now to the volume, we are going to be measuring the volume in liters and milliliters. Okay. First example that I have for you is the volume of a water pail is 3 liters and 126 milliliters. What is the volume in milliliters? So a milliliter is 1,000th of a liter. So just like our grams and kilograms, our meters and kilometers, our milliliters to liters, this is 1,000th. So everything that is our hundreds, tens, and ones are milliliters, and our thousands are our liters. Okay, so if I start knowing that I have 3 liters and 126 milliliters, I know that my 3 liters is 3,000 milliliters. So if I add 3,000 plus 126, I get that the pail has 3,126 milliliters. Okay. For our next example, we have the capacity of a barrel is 18,927 milliliters. What is the capacity of the barrel in milliliters and liters? Well, reverse thinking here, knowing that my thousands place is my liters, my hundreds, tens, and ones are my milliliters, I know that 18,927 milliliters is 18 liters and 927 milliliters. Okay. Now we're going to do some practice problems. I'll read them out, write them down on a scratch piece of paper. You can pause the video to try your best, and then I'll work through these. Okay. Problem number 1, you need to write each volume in milliliters. So problem number 1, if you have 2 liters, 725 milliliters, how many total milliliters do you have? Problem 2, if you have 14 liters and 803 milliliters, how many total milliliters would you have? For 3 and 4, you will need to write each volume in liters and milliliters. So, problem number 3, 6,892 milliliters is how many liters and how many milliliters? Problem number 4, 11,427 milliliters would be how many liters and how many milliliters? You may pause the video. And we're back, going through these problems, converting our liters and milliliters to milliliters. If I have 2 liters and 725 milliliters, altogether, I would have 2,725 milliliters. Problem number 2, if I have 14 liters and 803 milliliters, altogether that will be 14,803 milliliters. Just exchange my liter sign for my comma that separates my hundreds and my thousands. Thousands and above are in my liter side. Hundreds, tens, and ones are milliliters. If I'm putting them all together, just trade out my liters for my comma. Okay. Problem number 3 and 4, converting each volume to liters and milliliters. Opposite thinking here. If I have anything above 1,000, that will go in my liters place. Changing out my comma between my hundreds and thousands for my liters. So 6,892 milliliters would be 6 liters and 892 milliliters. For problem number 4, I have 11,427 milliliters. I want to convert that into liters and milliliters, so everything that's above my thousands place, I have 11,000 or 11 liters and 427 milliliters. Okay? Last practice page of today's lesson, you're going to be comparing each pair of volumes using greater than, less than, or equal to. Okay? Problem number 5, if you have 3,250 milliliters compared to 3 liters, which one is greater? Problem number 6, if you have 15 liters compared to 15,020 milliliters, which one would be greater? Problem number 7, 56 liters and 2 milliliters compared to 56,002 milliliters. Problem number 8, 46,086 milliliters versus 46 liters and 860 milliliters. Pause the video. All right, now back to quickly going through these comparisons. Problem number 5, 3,250 milliliters compared to 3 liters. 3 liters is just 3,000 milliliters compared to 3,250. This has a 2 in its hundreds place. This would have a 0. So 3,250 milliliters is greater than 3 liters. Problem number 6, 15 liters or 15,000 milliliters compared to 15,020 milliliters. 20 is greater. So I'd read the sentence as 15 liters is less than 15,020 milliliters. Problem number 7, 56 liters and 2 milliliters compared to 56,002 milliliters. Well, they both have 56,000. They both have nothing in their hundreds place or their tens place, and their ones place is still a 2. So these would be equal to each other. And last example problem for today's lesson, 46,086 milliliters compared to 46 liters and 860 milliliters. They both have 46,000, but when we get to their hundreds place, the one on my right has 8 in its hundreds compared to the one on my left, which has a 0 in its hundreds. So the one on the right would be greater, and I read the sentence as 46,086 milliliters is less than 46 liters and 860 milliliters. Okay? So that will wrap up today's lesson. Your activity page in your math workbook 4B will be page 61 and 62. You can look at in front of those pages for the same example problems that I showed today if I wasn't 100% clear. Thank you for turning in today, and we will talk to you soon. Bye.